Music done. Final Fantasy not done. Let's go. Final Fantasy. Okay, Shadowbringers! Connect. Bum, bum, ba, da, ba. Shadowbringers! We have to go after Lord Vothry. No, we got Lord Vothry, didn't we? Alright. We took him down. Well, we went after him. He escaped the mountain. We built a giant golem to grab the mountain. We climbed the mountain. He turned hot for some reason. And then we killed him. And then we were overcome by the light a little bit. Just a little bit. That's where we are. My ankle still has a lump on it. Kind of worrisome. Oh, let me put out the busy. Put out the busy, it's my own defense. Okay. Alright, let's go in. Mr. Scalia, the captain said to expect you. In we go. Random Fox. Oh, what is this?
I have unlocked the door to the umbilicus. You are free to enter.
Hornet with a mask.
Once you have what you require, I'll see it sealed once more. Until then, I will remain without.
A lot of books. You mean echo?
A moment to collect my thoughts, I prithee. Thy true name is Grahatia, then?
I would call him Graha.
By thy claims, thou too art a native of the Source, though from an age beyond our own, when the 8th umbral calamity hath visited devastation upon our star.
He's a time traveler.
Thou hast, by subtle means, reached across the boundaries of time and space to unsow the seeds of catastrophe, ere its creeping vines drag our champion unto an early grave.
In essence, yes. A difficult story to swallow, I am sure.
I doubt not the veracity of thy words, not the account of thy coming, nor that of the fated calamity. Yet my mind straineth still to apprehend the enormity of this tale. Wouldst thou favor me with a gradual unfolding of its chapters?
Certainly. But where to begin? I should start with those great minds who survived the calamity. Sid Garland being perhaps the greatest. In hopes of staying the unending tides of war, he and his fellows pursued all manner of possible solutions. One of these was rooted in a theory which unified several fundamental principles discovered over the course of the Warrior of Light's adventures.
Okay.
It proposed a method by which one could enter the River of Time, traverse the rift, and leap between worlds.
But never tested. I'm putting on some lotion, my hands are dry. It's very cold outside.
Perfecting that idea, however, was a work which consumed their lifetimes, and thus was it left to future generations to decide whether theory would be put into practice. But all the while, the world continued to burn. Hope was a feeble outpost, beset on all sides by thievery and misery and murder. People cried out in despair, "There is no hope! We are finished! Mankind is finished!"
Well, they had a good run. Now it's time for Foxkind.
Then others raised their voices in answer. Though we be beyond salvation, those who came before may yet be saved. We will forge a crossroads and pave the way for a different future. By the wisdom of our forebears, we will prevent this calamity from ever having come to pass.
Pass.
The fighting went on unabated, but some few took up Sid's research and labored to realize those impossible ideas. After 2 centuries of labor, their descendants finally succeeded in awakening the Crystal Tower, an integral part of the process, and, in doing so, roused its caretaker, me. By this stage, scholars had largely established the phenomena underpinning the rejoining, and identified the first as the shard which precipitated the 8th Umbral Calamity. This grand structure was already capable of storing the energies required to attempt the translocation. All that remained was to augment some few of its functions based upon the theoretical models of Sid and his compeers.
And by means of such technologies didst thou effect thine arrival in the first, to an age before this star had joined with the Source.
Some while before, as it turned out. 'Tis all but impossible to predict how time will flow between one world and the next, and we missed our mark by almost an entire century. But this only worked in our favor. The Sin Eaters could not be defeated without the blessing of light, and summoning the only woman who might stand a chance against them would require decades of preparation.
An undertaking of scarce credible endurance. That thou hast kept thy plan from falling into disarray these many years bordereth on the miraculous.
Well, I mean, this how it happened.
Yet howsoever history be rewritten, thy present self was shaped by events which followed the calamity. Should said catastrophe be averted, the very skein of thine existence will unravel. Surely thou hast foreseen this.
Skein is a word you don't see much.
I am aware of the consequences. 'Tis for that very reason Sid and his colleagues bequeathed their legacy as an offering, and not an edict.
How old is Sid?
To give all of oneself for the happiness of others, and with no promise of reward. 'Tis a hard thing to ask. Harder still for those condemned to survive in a world which pitted brother against brother. Indeed, you are right to call the execution of this plan miraculous, though the force which held it together was nothing so inexplicable. It was her. The warrior of light has been our unbroken thread. Where others would stumble and fall, she would rise above. Where others would break and run, she would carry on.
You're talking about me making me feel really, good.
The warrior of light's tale is one of unyielding bravery. To tell it was to feel courage. To hear it was to feel hope. It was a breath of inspiration in an age of suffocating shadow. In the histories of a fallen nation was our hero hailed as its greatest ally. In the time-worn pages of a noble's memoirs were her deeds joyously retold. For many, these stories were the flame which warmed them through the coldest of nights.
I got one of those coming up tonight. Check the weather.
And so it should come as little surprise that the plan found no shortage of volunteers, concerning as it did the Warrior of Light herself.
Yeah, we'll get
It was their
cold.
chance to add their own verse to the hero's saga. She was the lodestar that brought them all together to send their final message back through time and space to her. The light of your legacy was our torch in the darkness. Burn bright again and live.
Two?
I am merely the bearer of that wish, come to ensure it is safely delivered.
It's getting down in the 20s here. Which is cold for here.
Wherefore sharest thou this burden with me and no other? What wouldst thou have me say?
Ow!
That you will be my accomplice? 'Twas you yourself who convinced me of your suitability when you spoke of how you learned of the Flood, and of your part in arranging Minfilia's journey to the First. Your actions showed uncommon resolve. 'Twas clear you were committed to the cause of saving this world. I knew I could trust you to choose the right path forward, even if that choice came with a heavy price.
What price?
When all is said and done, and the last of the Light Wardens lies slain, I will absorb their corrupted ether, and then I will die. Knowing what I know of your companions, not to mention your champion, they will try to stop me. But in saving one, they would save none.
Random Fox. Ian's here! Hi everyone! Welcome, welcome me, I'm here.
Therefore, I implore you to
up?
aid me in concealing my identity, and ensuring this tale ends as it must. To this
But it
end,
failed.
I would have you take what I have told you of the Calamity, and make of it a portent. A prophetic vision you beheld in the swirling chaos of the rift.
You guys ready for the ice cold night? I'm ready.
Is this truly thy wish?
History remembered the Warrior of Light, as I knew it would. And I will suffer no other to rescue the champion whose star has charted my course.
But you're too late. You failed.
I will see this tale to a happy end, my friend. There has been enough tragedy.
So now we know everything. Istola knew. She knew we didn't see that.
Careful now. If you lose control again, the light could claim you for good. Although it's probably only a matter of time before you succumb to the change in any case. What do you mean to do?
I mean to finish this. I mean to have a few words, both Emic and Exarch. That's resolve face. Resolve face!
Then we should be on our way. Dacian mentioned the Tempest, did he not?
Yep.
That's the stormy seas around Calusia to you. His lair must be down there somewhere. Hidden beneath the waves.
A secret 6th or 7th zone, I don't know. A secret new zone, whatever. Wait, does that mean we're going under the sea? Under the sea. Darling, it's better down where it's wetter. Under the sea. Did you find the answers? Did you find the answers you sought? Is there nothing more you need? I will go and lock the door. Instant directions. You wish to know the way to Tempest? You mean the sea itself and not the island of Calusia? If you make a request to the Tamers, they will provide you with an model, but... Do you mean to leave right this moment, alone? I am not sure that... Nay, I will not seek to stop you. Go with the blessing of the shadow, and I shall await your safe return. Yeah, I'm going a little heavy on the accent, but I like it. I like it. Like it. It's good. It's good. Marlons, maybe? No? Yes. Yes. Up we go. Who's there? Regard, a moment smile shall shadow our swiftest beast to fly you to the island. To open the open water to the depths of the Tempest. Our Marl can swim, yes, but to reach the ocean floor.
Ah, we have found thee. Word reached us of thy recovery, and thus did we gather with all haste.
Don't try to stop me.
Ah. By thy looks, I gather thou hast gleaned that which I came to tell thee.
Urianger has shared everything with us. The Exarch's true identity and purpose.
I offer no excuses. When I agreed to aid the Exarch with his plans, 'twas in full acceptance of the condemnation I would face when my duplicity was laid bare. Yet it is not rancor, but resolve that I sense in thee. Thou art fully intent upon walking thy path to its end, art thou not?
Might as well. We're on the path. Let's walk it.
If thou canst forgive my deception, or, failing that, set aside thy displeasure for a time, I do beg leave to follow thee. What strength and wisdom I possess are thine to command.
I'm a danger to those around me. I love the teeth. The teeth
I
are so great.
understand the precarious nature of thy condition. Nonetheless, it is my wish to remain at thy side for as long as I am able.
I'm sorry, but I don't think this is a good idea. Leaving the Crystarium, I mean, with or without Urianger. What I did for you won't last forever. There's no telling when the light will break free again. Please, you must stay here, at least for a little while longer. We will find a way to cure this, I promise you.
How can you make promises? We don't even know where to start.
Alize, please. You know Reen was only trying to help.
What about the white arsite? Don't we have some white arsite just sitting around? How would you use it?
Of
Channel
course,
some ether
I
into
know only too well.
Of course, then we might end up with a light warden as a block of rock. That'd be kind of funny.
But making promises you have no way of keeping is not a kindness. It's a lie. Plain and simple.
And we're done with lies.
We've all searched high and low for an answer, and every one of us came back empty-handed. I am not about to stand in her way now. Not after failing her in her hour of need. No, the least we can do is...
There's something I'm remembering. I don't remember what it was. But I remember it being, maybe it was this game. Where there's something happening and, like one of the main characters, like, you know, I'm not gonna fail in her hour of need, and somebody's like, no, her hour of need was like 3 hours ago during the battle. We were there for that. Now we have to leave and think of ourselves. Or something like that. I don't know. Another memory lapse?
We will go with you as well.
I don't know. I came up with a lot of Bible stuff for some reason. I don't know. I don't know, maybe somebody gets the reference. I don't know.
There is naught to be gained by standing still.
Indeed, we have exhausted every other avenue. Lead, and we shall follow. If there is any hope to be found, then we will surely find it at your side.
Are we all in agreement then?
Is there aught we can do to help?
Holy crap, everyone's here!
Though we may not know the whole story, we do know you're in for a fight. And while the Exarch's away, it falls to the rest of us to see the Warrior of Darkness is given a proper send-off.
You told them!
No! Well, not in so many words.
Not in so many words.
Aye, we didn't need it spelled out for us. When the night sky appeared over whichever place you went to, it was harder not to put two and two together.
Yeah, it wouldn't take very long. Like, okay, everywhere the five of you go or whatever, night appears.
From the moment I heard that you and the Exarch shared the homeland, I had my suspicions. Long had he been waiting for a certain someone to arrive, and I knew at once that it must be you.
Exactly. When he went up to meet you, 'twas clear it was no ordinary visitor. That spring in his step spoke volumes. I could feel his excitement.
Me too! That's right!
That's very English here. Yeah.
We do not fully understand where you or the Exarch hail from, or why you've all done so much to protect us. But we are deeply grateful nonetheless. So, if there is anything at all we might do to aid your journey, you need only name it.
Oh, I skipped up. What would you have of us? I got too excited.
You might have invited them to join us, where there are not so many. But come, they are waiting. What is your will, O Warrior of Darkness?
Defend the quest your arm until we return. Alright, let's go. Thou didst plan to commandeer an tomorrow for thy journey to the open sea. I fear the following dive down into Inlet Cell's underwater abode would drain even thy legendary stamina. Thus, during thy convalescence, we consider the most efficacious command fox the most efficacious method for reaching the depths of the Tempest. I believe we arrived at an elegant solution. Yet ere we discuss this step, I suggest thou dost conclude such pressing business remain to the end of the Crystarium. Once the sea closes above our heads, we are unlikely to surface again until our grand deed is done. Oysters on the half-shell? Gross. Thine affairs in order, then I shall unfold to thee my proposal. Our destination is the ocean floor, yet our goal is not simply to arrive there. Nay, we need to have the means to breathe and fight freely. Thus would I petition the aid of one of the Fae, a being with whom I have yet to meet face to face. Rather than waste words and explanation, I bid thee follow me into the hamlet of Sullen, which lies to the south and west. All become abundantly clear, I promise thee. Sullen, what a name! Hey, finally, we got some of this movie fly. I think it's the first time we actually had this one flying. Still feels slow. Is there a way to say if you have the map? For a given zone? Is that what the little thing means? Maybe? I don't know. Oh, we're coming in hot. Watch out. There to the west, canst thou discern the hub of an isle rising above the water? That foliage covered mass hides the key dwarf's tent. Swim close and plunge deep beneath the surface. Thou shalt soon divine the reason for mine insistence. Though it may be much to my shame, I can but flail and flounder where thou mayest glide as a fish. I shall board a boat to the island and spare one and all the spectacle of mine inept strokes. Vaguely. Hang on. Let's look at it from the air. Isle of Ken. I mean, it's vaguely turtle-shaped. Is it moving? I walked onto or swam around the wrong side. You think it truly is a turtle? I mean, if it's a turtle, man, I'd be dead. We saw enough rock heels slightly under your touch. But surface is shifting, or is it your imagination? It is a turtle. It's a turtle. And that's an eye. That's the eye. Yeah, it's a turtle. Two curved soft rocks seem squeezed together here, giving the impression of giant stone eyelids. A giant sleeping turtle. Well, what hast thou discerned? Reminds me of a certain primal. Most perceptive, according to the lore of the Pixies, we are, even now, perched upon the back of an ancient Fey entity. Its name is Bismarck. Aye, the self-same pattern which we know of the great feathered whale revered by the Vano, the source. I will enlist its aid to bear us into the deep, and then banish the water with an airy sphere, alike in form to the domes which do shelter the hamlets beneath the ruby sea. When its compass we may move unencumbered and defend ourselves when the hour of battle cometh, as it most surely shall. Now I must needs ask for silence whilst I make my supplication.
Wirsach, Bilan Bismail.
Oh, great and serene Bismarck. I'll translate for you guys. Long has it been since my name was called. Sorry, long has it been since my name was called. How's that? Was that deep enough? He has a very deep voice. I'm gonna make you do that. Why do you make me, little neighbor?
Fallen si lor wislan. Ada si alinal.
To the bottom of the Western Sea we go. Pray lend us your back and your breath.
Van urs atslir. Olfod thim. Iri guath.
This world is in twilight. I wait for the sun to set. I wish only to sleep.
Oh dear. I don't need to speak Fey to know that didn't go well.
We need Fey all. She's gonna be excited because we remembered her for once.
Oh, my snake yak! You've learned to call me at last! And where do you go? On a trip? A journey? I knew you wouldn't give up without a fight.
Without a fight?
Oh, my precious mortal, I shall help you in any way I can. Gears Bismail win picked. Van dromi drom yakum.
Sleepy Bismarck, you old pixie. These are my precious, precious saplings.
Van read rithye.
Let their wish be the king's command.
Ahai una. Sahawin whisk.
What a rare thing to awaken to. My beautiful king. If it be thy wish, then so shall it be done.
Be sure to scrub this one's teeth for him upon your return. He's only got manners.
It will be done, Your Majesty. Our deepest thanks for your timely intervention.
An agreement is reached and your departure is at hand. You wingless ones best hold on tight. May the blessings of the Fae keep you safe, Inba.
As shining souls. To the Western Sea we go. Wrapped in my breath, I will see you to your destination, little neighbors. So is he a whale or a turtle? I thought it was a turtle. It's the rock shell. Fine as a whale. think a turtle would have been funnier.
And just like that, it's all gone back to the way it was.
What was you expecting? 100 years of honey and rainbows?
I know, but just because I fought Bismarck on the source didn't mean it had to be the same Bismarck.
Seeing them Yulmore types wake up and smell the ashes was miracle enough for me.
Ah, but the magic in the air when that ladder started moving. And when that great hulking Talos rose up. Gods. I could live 1,000 years and never behold anything so amazing.
Yeah, now you're about to see a turtle come flying by. Or whale, sorry. Whale. It's a whale. I admit it.
What the? Do you see that?
Also, what did it make a bubble underneath this? Make the water rise?
What a monster! Where did it even come from?
Yeah, there's the water.
Whoa there! It's not stopping.
Why would it stop?
Run! Run!
That's pretty funny.
Vanana Anna Tilden Sidok.
I have fulfilled my duty. I return now to the lake.
Iri Almsi Funde Aktva von Yasni Pagnai.
I keep thinking he's done and he keeps talking. I have not flown in an age. It was pleasant. May your journey be a safe one, little neighbors. Under the sea. Under the sea. Darling, it's better. Down where it's better. Under the sea.
Wow.
The breath of Bismarck. See how it swells to form a dome beneath the waves?
That's right, it raised the water. Made a
The
tidal
waters
wave.
recede. The tempest's floor is laid bare.
Also, wouldn't these things now be dead?
In defiance of the blinding sky, this place holds fast to its gloom.
Wouldn't these things all be dead with all the water
The
gone?
last refuge of he who denies the light with every fiber of his being. You stand at the precipice, hero. Journey unto the heart of darkness. Finish it.
Alright, apparently there's wind down here. Or 8th occurrence. We have the belted goth fox. Ha, go. Full glad am I that Bismarck was true to his word. We arrived in Thebes safe and dry. It is here that we shall find the lair of him itself, and I believe the imprisoned exarch as well. For an Aston alone is, of course, a trifling matter to flee into the rift. The aspect such travel is now impossible for the mortal in one's custody. Nay, who now soon is surprised with Exarch's body very body serveth as the key to the crystal tower, and its powers of temporal transportation. Thus am I all but certain that this underwater realm harboureth our friend and enemy both. We have but to find them. What happened over there? Did that thing fight? Also need to be Questvia. There you go. Have some greens. I got 20 minutes to brush again. Now as to where we should be looking, I rather doubt myself to be sitting around out in the open. I propose we follow the slope down toward the deeper trenches and keep an eye out for rock formations large enough to house a stronghold. Let's be off then, but watch your footing. The ground is still wet and like to be slippery. That's a pretty one. Wait, we're still level 79 quest. I thought we were on level 80 because we're level 80. Oh, there it is. Oh wow, they eat those things! Wait, how big do you think we can make it? I thought I saw it eat something earlier. I thought it was fighting. Oh, we got the danger noodle. Wow, we fit in surprisingly well in this thing. This one isn't very big, or... Gasp! Wow, another thematic one. It's very close. It's like right here. Future's down. That's kind of what I would say. 0 yalms north. Also, still everlasting light down here. Which I find odd. Fitness one, they followed me. The fitness ones, they followed me. How have you come? Was it you who took away our water? Ah, so this is where the Ando make their home. I'd wondered. Pray forgive us any inconvenience we have caused. We were not aware that your people lived here in the Tempest. We need this great dome of air that we might conduct a most urgent search, and thus beg for your understanding. Chichen, what are we to do? emissaries of the ancient ones? The mysteries have stirred. We've seen the illuminated land shining through the gloom of the abyss. If you're the emissaries of the chosen, I bid you welcome. If you're not, I bid you leave. I am not sure I understand. Would you be willing to elaborate? It would seem not. I suggest we withdraw for the moment. So what's the plan? Given your condition, I'm about to suggest lingering here. That said, our presently meandering search for proceed far more swiftly if we can call upon the Ando's local knowledge. Yes, I'd like to know more about this illuminated land the Chieftain spoke of. Could it be the Emissel's stronghold, do you suppose? Perhaps he lit the lances upon his return? We cannot dismiss the possibility, but if these Ando refuse to speak with us. Okay, do you remember my first scheme for entering Gilmore? How I had planned to ingratiate myself by offering lucrative trade opportunities with the Ando? The individual I dealt with was reticent manner and curious in custom, but we were able to reach an agreement nonetheless. I believe that with the right approach we can build a similar relationship here. What kind of approach did you have in mind? That chieftain fellow didn't leave us many options. If we were to try the swiftest course, then we must needs locate its beginning. It is plain our ultra-dramatic rival had thrown the settlement into confusion. Are we to solve such problems as we have caused, and assure our hosts thereby that our purpose here is not inimical to them? They may yet prove amenable to reason. I spell chores, but very well, if it can be done quickly. What do you think? I've nothing better to offer, but I do worry that what will happen if the Ando's tales end up leading us to a dead end. I cannot say for certain, but I sense this tribe has deeper connection to the Assassins than first meets the eye. It warrants further investigation. Thus I cast my vote in favor of aiding the settlement for the time being. We'll make allies to the Ando. Then it's settled. The Solo Prey proceed with their investigations, the rest of us will see about fostering some goodwill. We don't have far to go. Okay, you'll believe who I just bumped into. This is Paul's Owen, the very fellow I did business with prior to ill-fated stay in Eilmore. I waited and you did not come. Then the mist still came, and his visit did not continue. I'm truly sorry, Pastor Owen. Things did not proceed as planned. Is there aught we can do for you by way of an apology? Perhaps where the drive returned, a cave to the north, some to giant crabs. We do not fear the crab, fear the swifter swimmers. But now there's no water. We run and they scuttle close behind, snipping and snapping with their claws. There are too many of them, too many. I believe I can be of assistance there. What of you, Kaylee? If you're not found a task, you're welcome to return to join me. Indeed, I should appreciate the company. Where the dry return has a rather ominous ring to it. And feet twisty again. I know to go. That's what we can't get, so I'm not gonna worry about it. I have just an enemy. We're gonna die. Is it raining? I'm gonna go some crabs. Wait, don't I have one of these to mount? Yeah, Carol, give me one of these to mount. Random box. Ian's back. What's up, guys? I wasn't going long this time. How you doing? You having a good night? It's a very chill night. Hanging out under the sea. It's only 100 gil. Let's just go. I'd like to finish Shadowbringers this week if I can. At least most of it. You can crack their shells? You must be stronger than you look. I see you reached your quota first again. I shall never be your equal in such tasks. So I would say we have reduced the local crab population to a far less threatening number. My thanks to both of you. You must have a reward. Hey, Boss Stone. This is to be part of my apology. This was to be a part of my apology to you, remember? Besides, which lack of water is arduous, which we must also make amends. Can I convince you to tell us something about your village instead? I would very much like to learn more of you and your people. Very well, before the flood came, it is said that our ancestral home was found in the seas to the south. It was utterly destroyed by the light. One of those who were out hunting survived. They swam aimless and lost, till they spied buildings here on the ocean floor. Strange buildings they were, and long had they stood upon the water, under the water. Yet somehow they had been spared the scars of time and current. These structures provided shelter for my people, protection from the tempest's turbulent waters, and the predators which hunted within them. Their very existence seemed a miracle. First settlers pondered their good fortune. It was clear that the race who had built such wonders had guided their course. And for this did they discern the truth. Maybe someday, but I don't know how you're going to combine me and Yang. This would be kind of weird. That the ancients had chosen us to serve as caretakers of their eternal sanctuary until such time as they returned. Thus, if it is judged that your coming in this great vanishing of water was by the ancients' design, you'll find a warm welcome here. A truly astonishing history. Yet I cannot help but wonder how will the significance or otherwise of our arrival be decided. The ancients have blessed us with protection and prosperity. Your presence serves to bring us the same. There will be no doubt in the matter. It would seem our earlier decision was the correct one. We thank you for the lesson, Owen, and we'll continue to do all we can to assist your people. Should you desire our help with any other trouble, do not hesitate to ask. We should return to the task at hand. Only, do try not to overexert yourself, my friend. The risk far outweighs the gain. Time to brush yet? It's almost time to brush. We could maybe do one more quest. Got about 5 minutes. Blue! There's a blue thing. We can do the blue thing, maybe. Hail, Fearless One, and welcome to the Cups. Long have I waited to converse with one of your kind. I'm called Narocious Cole. How may I address you? Just call me Fox. Kaylee Sapphire. Curious. Before I speak at length, there's something I would show you to you. Let's leave behind the cups and head due west. Come. I assume it'll be. Wait, we need to go down? Wait, it's showing down. Is this where we're going? I don't think it's the right place. I think it slopes down. Either way. If we don't see him, then we'll know we're supposed to go the other way. There he is. I mean, that is possible. These relics are your kind, yes? The humans have shipped that sailed the seas above long ago. The lives they fell, untouched by any Ondo, for most have little interest in the affairs of the Finless. I, however, do. Ever since I was saved by one of yours, after being washed ashore, weary in your death, such kindness is a rare and wonderful thing, and I would know more of the people who showed it to me. So I ask you, Kid Sapphire, to teach me of your ways. These objects, for example, what purpose they serve, how are they used? Skull gestured nearby to me and continued to inspect them closely and offer up detailed explanation. Bottles? One of the beauties found appeared to be the rims of several shattered bottles of wine. Such fragile containers they were, I suspect they once contained something of great value, but tell me their purpose. They used to store intoxicating spirits. Favorite liquids which cloud the mind. I've heard of these before. Do Finless ones so delight in dulling their wits? Despite what appears to rotten ship's well. That was carved from wood with one of your many from the wood of one of your many trees, yes? What purpose does this peculiar contraption serve? To just steer a ship at sea. The vessel you can use to traverse our waters, then without a wheel, it is at the mercy of the wind and currents. I see. Thank you, Kid Sapphire. In our short time together, you've already taught me so much. Pity that none of these pearls witnesses will serve my needs. Roche, what are you thinking? Water off and on with this Finless one. This is no time for you to fiddle with their leavings. The Clutch Mother's in terrible distress. Now you don't understand. I brought her here too. Pray forgive this child his impudence. I'm Roche. Oh, and on behalf of the Clutch Mother, I come to entreat your assistance. It seems you don't realize that in driving back the waters of the Tempest, you have placed our beloved Clutch Mother, leader of the Ondo, in mortal peril. She's pregnant. Here in the depths, she will give birth to many, many eggs. The male Ondo will then take them into our care and raise them as her own. Absent the flowing waters, we know not if she'll be able to deliver them safely. If not, the future of our people will be in jeopardy. Flood flight claimed many Ondo lives. Though we have rebuilt our numbers somewhat in the decades since, it'd be devastating to lose an entire generation, or worse, the Clutch Mother herself. She wishes to speak with you directly, that we might together find a solution to this dilemma. Will you return with me to the cups? Just come. I'll not let you trouble our guest or the Clutch Mother further. Everything I've done for her. Now we head back into town. There's like one hair in my eye. See if it happens. I think it's time to go brush. Alright, so I will go forth and brush. I will be right back, okay? Brushy, brushy. Okay, I'm back. Sorry about that. Okay, let's continue. We're stuck. Oh, I forgot to take it down. I'm back. I'm back. Back. There it is. All good. All good. I got it. I got it. All good. Random fox. Is this new? The white knight fox. I don't think this is new. Do I have a good back to the James? I suppose I could, or rather, I should. That's what I'm here for. Do we have enough? No, we don't. We don't have anywhere near enough. No, we're close. Oh well. Alright, we gotta go help the brood mother, I guess, or clutch mother, or whatever it was. Beyond this gate resides the clutch mother. Approach and hearken to her words. This feels like a story quest. I mean, this week we're gonna be watching Firefly. That's new. I also watched a movie around Christmas. It was Knives Out, and the sequel, The Glass Onion, because a new one just came out and I wanted to refresh myself on them. Honored guest, I, Clutch Mother of the Ondo, did bid you welcome to our realm. Where? You will forgive me for receiving you in this fashion. For the safety and well-being of my children unborn, I must remain within, away from the dangers without. As you know, under normal circumstances, this place will be filled with blessed water, which I will draw strength and support to bring these eggs into this world. Alas, I am but half submerged now, and I fear for my ability to fulfill my sacred duty. I'm good I say you and yours are responsible for drawing back the waters of our realm. With good reason, I'm sure. However, it is my sincere hope you agree to aid us, given that you are responsible for the state of affairs. Fear not. I desire no direct assistance, rather I would beg a boon of your people's knowledge of childbirth, and how the faithless ones ease the burdens of their struggling mothers. Sir Rosh's Owen will be my agent in this matter. Heed his words and answer his questions. This is all it asks. Do you consent? I thank you, honored guest. Go well. That is agreed. However, I must consult with her attendants before we speak further. For now, I bid you and Nourish go about your business. But be ready to be if called upon. Is that it? Oh, wait, Akela Sapphire. Have you a moment to converse in private? Outside the cups, please. How about you? You watching any new shows? You're gonna watch Firefly with us, right? It's a rare thing indeed to be granted an audience with the Clutch Mother. Hope this serves to help you understand how important these eggs are to us. Before you came to the cups, I've been searching for a means to assist her in giving birth. That's why I've been studying the developments of your people. Unfortunately, I found nothing that seems suitable for this purpose. I cannot stress to you enough how important she is to us. She is mother to all Ondo, her every egg brother and sister. We would do anything and everything to welcome them into this world, and see them grow into healthy, happy Ondo. There must be some way in which you can help us to achieve this end. Okay. I just want the current. Flare! Showed me last time? Probably was a mistake. Why? What happened? I mean, don't tell me what happened in the anime, but why was it a mistake? Oh, because you were up so late, working so hard? Also, I think I mashed my finger when I brought that package in. It's kind of purplish. Okay, have you learned Odd of Note? Fasting, precisely the sort of information I was hoping to hear. Hey, if you have a moment, I'd like to borrow your eyes to confirm a theory I've been working on. Come. Sure thing. Follow you anywhere, Stola? Don't act like any of you will be any different. If your Stola said come, you guys will come right there. There are 2 tasks I would have you perform. First, requires you to inspect the buildings that surround the Ondo settlement and note their most distinctive characteristics. Second, I wish you to take this knife. Oh, I had to sneeze. But second, I wish you to use this knife to take scrapings from one of the remnant walls. Be as thorough as you can. I'll be waiting here for the results of your investigations. Oh, I got the 9-tailed one for the first time. Let's search the Ondo coast for distinctive features. Maybe move the camera as well as zoom in and out. Turn the boat and examine it. All center towers feature many elaborate windows, like which you've seen nowhere else. That was easy. Set the point knife against the wall, but even after applying zero pressure, you cannot remove such as a flake of stone. Well, that sounds like aliens. It's just aliens. What have you discovered? Aliens. Yes, I would agree that the windows are most distinctive. It seems the structures appear the same to both your side and mine. And you say you cannot so much as scratch the wall, even with all your might behind the blade? Yeah, everywhere I turn to this place, my gaze is drawn by peculiar materials for which I do not have a name. The buildings I had you investigate are prime examples. They may appear to be constructed of ordinary stone, but I assure you, it is nothing of the sort. If pressed, I would describe the substance as a composite of several mineral properties, blended to create a material of unparalleled durability. Even the Ronkan Empire, once the greatest power in Norvrand, produced nothing which compares to this level of perfection. But if not the Ronkans, then who? Who were these ancients that Ondo claimed as the architects of their sanctuary? I suspect our answer lies with the reason Emma myself withdrew here to Tempest. You may simply have wished to retreat somewhere more mere mortals would struggle to reach, but there are many such remote locations. Why here specifically? Emmett Selk is devoted to his role, and thus we might assume his choice of stronghold somehow serves our Ascian agenda. Or perhaps it's a place more dear to him than any other. I say this place was built by ancient Ascians? That is my theory, that these structures are remembrance of a time before the history, of a star that was yet whole and unbroken. Such traces in the source would have been obliterated by the succession of unknown calamities, but here in the first, they might have remained untouched for millennia. A copy of the memorial in the Katana Revel. Alma presented me during my visit to Vando after our victory in Calusia. Here in the first scene, by Emmett Selk's own words, it depicts the city of eons past and the disaster which befell it. It sounds much simplified, of course, but do you see the similarities between its towers and those you've just inspected? You're close to the truth, I feel. Let us search the surrounds for another tower, one which matches the picture near enough to remove all doubt. What I've seen, not more than sand and more sand lies to the east, and the south held no such structures. I should try our luck further to the northwest. The search for structures in most buildings in the world and inspect from a survey point. Alright, so we gotta find a survey point and a structure. Northwest. Not even area. Okay. This is where we came from. Well, that's a boss. Just gotta leave that alone. It took a level 100 healer to keep us alive long enough to fight that thing. A different one. Hey, look at that. We got an Ethergrin too. That almost guarantees this is where it's supposed to be. We're going to go for that fate. Aye, this is the mural writ large. So I cannot guess at its purpose. It must have been an imposing sight. How much the tower's height lies hidden beneath the ground, I wonder. Centuries of our history have settled upon such ruins. Countless layers of dust and sediment. An entire civilization, its existence forgotten by all except a handful of Ascians. And yet it did exist. They lived here in the city. Let's focus on what we've learned thus far. Ondo Chieftain spoke of mystery stirring of land illuminated. Judging by his words, he believes this phenomenon related to ancient return. Thus, can we surmise that what the Ondo saw shining in the abyss was in all likelihood yet another remnant of this age-old civilization? And who else would light the lanterns, as Rean put it, than Emet himself? To some certainty he's there. If we would find the stronghold in a timely manner, it seems gaining Ondo's trust remains our swiftest path forward. I don't think our deeds are enough to win them over. Thank you for assisting me in my investigations. I shall seek out our companions and share what we have learned. Once I would like to tell you to sit down and leave the rest to us. Your condition demands that we make all reasonable haste. If you're not too weary, it may be useful to speak with Foster's own again, and ask if there's aught else he is willing to divulge. Yeah, first I'm going to go try to do this thing. We've got 9 minutes left. I can always teleport back here. See if I can even get to it. Down there? Oh no. I can't drop down. Oh, we tried. I tried! Okay. Goth Road Fox. Alpino's friend. Your companions have done much to repair the damage caused when the waters parted. Anything else you can do? Have you been to the walls of the Forgotten? Are they the ruins to the northwest? Yes, that is the sacred site of which I speak. Could it be that your footsteps were guided there by the ancients? I believe it may be so. Listen then, and I'll tell you of our plans to bring the light to the walls. You may answer the shining call of the illuminated land. We have requested a finless craftsman shape for us a sacred lamp. He is odd for land dweller, treating as he does live in the ocean, but his skill is beyond question. It is concerning, however, that we have heard nothing of his progress. If you were to visit this artisan and return with our long-awaited light, then any doubt as to your purpose would be laid to rest. His name is Grinaald. You'll find his workshop in a metal structure to the south. Sounds like The Witcher. Grinaald of Under the Sea. It's like a river. Riviera? I don't know. Geralt of Rivia. Geralt of Riveria. How's that? Deacon! What's up, man? Just opens. I thought it was a garden gnome for a minute. Oh, that's just great, it is. Your mind's playing tricks on me now. Look, Grinaald, someone's come to visit you at the bottom of the bleeding ocean. Might be you're a ghost, eh? Go on, foul shade, feast yourself on me, rotten soul. I got no use for it. A craftsman can't craft more pointless than a sea slug with a dome and hammer. That's an insult to bloody sea slugs. Some self-doubt? Well, I'm gonna psych you up. You can do it. Hey, you've been trying to raise me spirits now, would you, spirit? Not what you'd expect from a servant in the netherworld. Have we met before? There might be as we cross paths back in the Crystarium, but I don't reckon we've been formally introduced. Name's Grinaald. This here is meant to be me underwater sanctuary, a place where I can give myself over to my work, far from the distractions of the outside world. Wait, is this the blacksmith they said was holed up somewhere? And yet here you stand. Now what's so damn important that you dive all the way down to the bottom of the bleeding tempest to bother me? The Ondo's lamp. I don't think so. God's curse me if you had. I'm not so much made a start. Oh. I'm worth less than a sea slug. Nay, the slime left by a sea slug. Me delivery the days long past me workbench untouched. I call myself a bleeding artisan. You've heard the beliefs, have you? Bringing light to them ruins will be an act of deep religious and cultural significance. It is my privilege as a craftsman to be tasked with providing the ritual instrument worthy of this occasion. I just can't bloody well. Ah, your mind's a bleeding blank. It's like I pissed away my last drop of inspiration. Can we get someone to show me something just to give me use a right good kick up the arse? I don't want to honor the coming of these ancients, so the ancient light's got to blaze with the right kind of brightness. Ooh. I thought she abandoned the crystal script at the end of his journey. Maybe Colonel could find inspiration in that. So I knocked my mints off. What did he actually say? It's like the spark of life caught in the crystal. Just being sparkly is not enough. He's got to dance with joy and sorrow and a sense of hardship endured. You know what I mean? I let the Ondo down. But more than that, I've let myself down. Might as well go back to mending kettles. Well, what's that you got there? Such striking beauty. It shines with heartache and laughter and the transience of life, as the turmoil of history made manifest. I can see the brilliance of the crystal's legacy. You'd never capture such a gleam, not if you labored 100 years. But bugger me if I don't mean to try. Where are me tools, gods damn ye? I must set to work before the feeling fades. So that's the level 79 quest, is you have to do a level 80 quest before you can do. Kind of weird, but I guess we're level 80 now. I can feel it. A vision forming in my mind. Step aside, lass, let me itching hands get to work. And done. Taking the wonders of the crystal you showed me and channeled them into a new shape that befits the Ondo's spiritual character. Well, I made that in like 10 minutes. It's pretty good. Not a bad job, if I do say so myself. And to think, I was this close to hanging up my hammer after studying the craft of them ancients. I've been across the length and breadth of Norvent and gobbled up every scrap of crafted wisdom that I could find. No matter which technique I tried, New York was just no comparison. Couldn't even figure out how they put the damn buildings together. A mystery for the ages. That's what drew me here in the first place. I built my workshop, got the forges burning, then lost me bleeding will to craft. Thank the gods for that crystal of yours. I might never have gotten it back. All pride in your business, but I reckon your little miracle there has been the kind of journey they sing song about. Echoes of memory holds to speak directly to your heart. I can feel them coursing through me. Inspiration not fading away, it's welling up stronger and stronger. Give me a chance and reckon I can weave the crystal saga into other things as well. Bugger me, I'd almost forgotten Ondo's commission. If you could drag that lamp over to Tosh Ath for me, I'll stay here and dream up new armaments for you to try. There we go, we got a nine-tailed fox. Fine, I'll talk to him. Oops. Wait, what? You gotta try on more than one piece at a time? Is this the Fox Baker outfit? Ow! What was that for? Wait, what? Can I just get him? Oh. I can just pick him up. Weathered boy boots and stuff. Apparently my army chest is full for gloves. I keep filling up my army chest. I can't find glamour plates here? Wait, where's the other thing? Where is it? Do I not have it? Crap, where did I stick that thing? I'll have to remember to get the axe back later. What memory lapse? What are you talking about? Ow! No matches found. There's only one place it can be. I go back to... Gilmore's closer. I'm pretty sure I saw ding dings here. There we go. Ding ding. Got it. Why'd you say Crystarium? No, I didn't put anything about the glamour dresser. I'm terrible about that. Well, if I put in my glamour dresser, I could have accessed it. That was one of the options I have. Wait, let's see. Yeah, so you can access your glamour dresser in the armoire. But you can't use this if they're not summoned for some reason. What do you have there? Giant lamp that I'm just carrying. The sacred lamp. This one has kept its promise. People tell me that the many deeds you have performed in the name of aiding the cups. Now you come to me bearing the light we'd almost surrendered hope of ever seeing. We can doubt your purity no longer. Your rival was the will of the ancients. Yes, the time for fear is past. We should take the lamp and unveil its astral illumination upon the walls of the forgotten. Gather there with your companions. We shall speak again once our prayers have been offered.
O stewards of the Ondo, we offer up our light in answer.
That crystal you showed the artisan.
Random Fox.
Was it... Did it belong to one of my friends?
Thought you were always watching.
I tried to give you a measure of privacy. No one wants a spirit looking over their shoulder every moment of the day.
I don't want you spying on me when I'm brushing my tail.
So tell me, if you would, how did you come across that crystal? It was Brandon's then. Strange that I should learn such things now, after they're long gone. They were fine friends, every one of them. I didn't expect death to teach me so much. About them, about Seto, about you, about the hope that hides at the heart of this world. I've never been one for idle chit-chat, but if by some miracle I could see them all again, I doubt I would ever stop talking. I'm grateful I got to bend your ear at least. And just for that, I reckon I'll stick with you. To the very end.
Apologies, we were a little late to the gathering.
It seems we succeeded in gaining their trust.
Yep. We did it.
The delay wasn't exactly welcome, but at least our many hands made light work. And they seemed especially impressed with your contribution. Our hero indeed.
Boop.
Y'shtola was telling us those structures may date back to the age of the Ascians.
My feet are actually a little cold.
An Ascian homeland.
Yeah, it says it's gonna get cold, but it's not gonna get too cold. Like, it sound like
Despite his
22
many
active
protestations, I never
faucets.
quite believed Emmett Selk was telling the truth.
Nor I. But there is no denying the evidence before our eyes. Clearly this was once a great city.
Could be again.
A home they
fail.
would see restored, no matter how many tens of thousands of years it takes.
I mean, think about this.
It's a hollow dream when you think about it.
I bet you got it.
Even if they manage to rejoin all the worlds, they'll never bring back the ones who were lost.
Let's say, you know, everyone you know dies. And the world is destroyed. And you can bring the world back, but not the people. And you have eternity to do it. What? Nope, we got no
Would I
evidence.
have done any different?
How are you feeling?
Oh, come on, don't do it. Ah, fine. It's all a charade. You've peeled back the layers.
You have completed your devotions?
Yes. To the honored ancients have we offered up our prayers and our gratitude. You too have our thanks.
Might we trouble thee then to tell us more of the illuminated land of which thou didst lately speak?
To the west of here lies a great trench. Some days ago, a light appeared in that endless darkness. Curious, we ventured closer and discovered in the depths an entire city.
Dig a hole?
The buildings we spied were akin to our own everlasting abodes. Impossibly so. We understood at once the ancients had risen. There could be no doubt. Taken with terror, we retreated to the cups, and I decreed that none should enter the trench until such time as we received a sign.
I have no idea what I have to do. Other than dig a
Might
hole.
it still be possible to reach this city of the ancients?
With no water to drown you, a finless one could now travel there. Yes. I am convinced you are the sign for which we have been waiting. My people will show you the way.
What do you want me to do with it? I could disable it, but then it just wouldn't happen ever again.
Shall we?
For what? It would still be floating there. But you put it right behind me. You Quasty again? Teachers bid me guide yourself to the illuminated land. Come, the way lies downwards. Follow the path of core and rock and join your comrades below. There it is, the one we couldn't find. All gathered, yes. Now describe the path you must take. Into the cavern beyond and follow the wall down and down and down. Once at the bottom, find a passage northwest, then continue west and west and west. The way is not simple. Keep your friends within shouting distance and do not stray into the deep. Just before the journey's end, you will find the Caliban Gap and the barrier we placed at its mouth. This obstacle will fade should you raise a hand towards it. We have made it so. Most succinct explanation. We thank you for the guidance. Alright, deeper into depths we go. Yep, I knew it was somewhere. I mean, I just dropped down. Let's not, though. We'll follow the path. Clank, clank, clank. Our guide bade us travel to the cavern floor and this to the west. It seemed that these twisting tunnels devised a similar instruction. Rather than rely on direction, on a shift scout with care and relay the path ahead to those who came behind. We haven't reached the bottom yet. I know, I keep forgetting. Okay, you have a choice of 2 routes from here. Take the long way to the south along the rocks, just keep along this coral branch as Alice has done. I, for one, shall be following my sister's example. Gulp. Random fox. Lotus fox. Still far. There you are. Come on, I think I found a tunnel we're looking for. Gotta try. Oh, there's the barrier. I see it. Here, this must be the barrier that Ando spoke of. That was rather more arduous than expected. I feel a sudden rush of gratitude at the smooth roads our ancestors got through the wilderness. So the treacherous path indeed. Now leave one of us needs to raise a hand to vanish this next obstacle. Taylor, I'd like you to do the honors. Door's open. Go on, just like that. I suppose we just head in. Like it's not, this tunnel would be just as perilous as the road we walked to get here. Let's all stay aware of our surroundings, shall we? Alright, we can mount. That's not a way. Wait. Alright, the other way. Look at that. It's like glowing bones. Wow, we got very close. Still south.
By the
gods.
What is it? Oh, city. Oh, wow. We found New York City. That's beautiful.
When the Ondo spoke of a city, I did not think they meant an actual city.
Pretty music, too.
Then we are seeing the same view. The remnants in the Ondo settlement were solid material structures. But these... everything here pulses with ether. 'Tis an enchantment on a monumental scale.
Yeah, did you notice the style of the architecture? To the same used for the remnants of the cups and the murals painted towers. Look closely. This Silk has not simply reclaimed these ruins, he's layered the symbols of an entire city upon them. Cause, the magnitude of this artifice is staggering. Though it pains me to admit, we do not fully understand the feats of which the unknowable Ascian is capable. It's intimidating, yes, but we have to start somewhere. Why don't we have a close look at the tower to the southeast? We might be able to reach it from the edge of the trench. I almost forgot about it. That's the last one. Just we got the quest ones though. Hey, this guy fits in perfectly. We're here. Is there a door? Imposing D. Oh, imposing doors. I forget I'm technically a marauder. Just have a warrior stone. Look inside these doors. Now I know how pixies must feel. Okay, this half hour recognized. Welcome to the city of Amarat. Will you be riding the lift? What? Did the building just welcome you? That is not so passing strange. Did Miss Selk not invite Akira to visit his abode? She's plain that coming was expected. And where would this lift be taking us? Lift services at every level of Akora Heights, but is presently configured to convey passengers directly to the ground floor. Well, there you have it. In the absence of some few hundred yards of rope, we have little choice but to accept the offer. The emphasis is on the we. I'm not about to let you walk into that place alone. Let's ride the lift. As you wish. The lift will arrive shortly. Interesting sounds. Next stop, ground floor. Facilities include the Bureau of the Administrator, the Bureau of the Architect, and the Capitol. I should probably do more robotic. I'm pretty robotic as is, I suppose. So pretty. It's only this distance should realize just how big the buildings truly are. What did that voice call the city? Amarad? Look, over there! It's a person! Is that a person? Ah, no, my mistake. That's a giant. Doesn't seem to have noticed us yet. Well, let's go fight it, I guess. Trying to know, residents of this place may have much more to tell us. I say we make the first move. Alright, weapons out. Alfredo, you can't just... Ugh! Please excuse my boldness, but might I ask you a few questions? That's a voice. Oh, what adorable costumes. Are you children on an excursion? This district has much to teach you. How odd. That sounds like no language I've ever heard, and yet I understood every word. Just as he understood us. And which district is this exactly? You must be lost, poor things. You stand in the Polylaritate district, which is where in lie the institution most vital to the management of our star. Can you tell us where to find Emma Selk? I see. I see. You've come to marvel at the workings of the Convocation of 14. Hardly surprising, I suppose. The whole world holds its breath as the final days draw near, and our brightest minds race to implement their plans. Thus, you must understand that gaining an audience at this time will be next to impossible. You should hurry home now before your families begin to worry. Do you need me to walk you back? No, thank you. We will be fine. Very well. Take care, little ones. That's kind of how I treat children. Hey, kids, you alright? Alright. Stay out of trouble. What was that all about? To my eyes, these people appear as arcane entities. I suspect Emma Selk wove them from ether, much to reconstruct the rest of the city. The final days. Such words will well befit the oblivion described to us by our Ascian foe. A catastrophe of unprecedented scale, which did set in motion the summoning of Zodiac, and this Hyland herself. It's been a while. Well, that too. I mean, I taught my nieces and nephews stuff. Usually stuff their parents didn't want them to know. That happened centuries ago, didn't it? That makes folks that they were rushing to avert a disaster here and now. Most of these people, the distant past is the here and now. Winter outfit. Winter ribbons lace fox. Blue. Okay, that title might be a little bit long. Title's a little bit long, but that's a new one. I'm pretty sure. So I think that's the first winter one we've had this time. And that was Carol. Got it. I believe thou hast the right of it, Master Alpha. Note this ethereal Amarat and its residents appear to be phantoms of a different age. Emma Silk hath resurrected a memory, a moment in time from before the star was sundered. So we find ourselves in a long-destroyed city inhabited by the long-departed. An unusual situation to be sure. At least we're able to parley with these ancients. In fact, they seem downright eager to chat. I say we use this to our advantage. Split up, strike up some conversation, see if we can't learn the location of our quarry. While we're at it, it wouldn't hurt to wheedle out a few more details regarding this convocation of 14 and their impending disaster. Mingling then. Let's be back here when our jaws start aching. I can see that. This one keeps coming up today. I still have a spot of indigestion, I think from taking all that ibuprofen. I haven't been taking it. I didn't take any of it today. But I rather it can linger for a couple days after you stop taking it. Amaratine. Good gracious, child. Where is your family? You should not be alone at a time like this. Run along home, quickly now. Have you not heard? Though yet confined to lands across the sea, a terrible phenomenon afflicts our star. They are calling it the final days. Instead, it starts suddenly, a confidence keening from beneath the earth. The sound distorts all living things within earshot and wrests from us control of our creation magics. Once that happens, all is lost. Fear, pain, despair, even every dread impulse is siphoned from our minds, and gives substance an eternal fall of fiery rain, and incessant spawning of nightmarish beasts. No one can point to the source of the phenomenon. It's as if the star itself has fallen ill, as if a force inimical to life now festers and spreads. It's only a matter of time till Amarat too resounds to that discordant squall. You should stay with your loved ones, child. Stay with them. How about this one? Invisible. I do worry we're coming up on a big cutscene, though. Emma Salk, I'm afraid you have the wrong office, little one. And besides, he'll be far too busy to field the questions of curious children. Surely you've been told of the looming catastrophe. Every resource available to the convocation must be spent upon ensuring our world survives. They've yet to make an official announcement, but it's said the 14 are moving forward with a plan of scarce credible proportions, one which promises to grant the will to the very star itself. They'll invoke our mighty spells of creation to birth the entity of all-encompassing magnificence, and then they will rewrite They'll rewrite the laws of existence. It is a huge undertaking, and it must be completed ere the corruption spreads this far. Thus, I say to you again, do not hold out for hope of an audience. Or something like that. Bird. 'Twas in the hall is host to a most precocious visitor this day. And what, pray tell, shall be the subject of our discussion, young one? Ah, the convocation in their handling of the coming peril. It is only natural that you should have questions. Shall we begin with the members themselves? As all know, the 14 are the wisest and most puissant among us. They are the stewards of order, responsible for decisions to keep the star turning season after season. Be it the speaker, La Hebrea, or the emissary Elidibus, each seat is occupied by an elected sage of surpassing intellect. Lawgriff, Mitron, and Metzelk, their individual titles have, as a gesture of respect and matter of tradition, become synonymous with their incumbents. Thus it is with great incredulity that I grant this recent rumor that a seat in the convocation is soon to be left vacant. If proven true, it would be an unprecedented development, and testament to the immense pressure under which our saviors are toiling. In any event, I for one am confident they shall deliver our star unto salvation. This is a pretty one. If I'm not certain before than I am now, people in the city believe they face the end of the world. I cannot imagine what purpose compelled Emisselk to recreate this ancient Almirad. Yet I fancy I hear his words to us echoing throughout this ocean trench. He would have his story known. I'm still gonna back off of this and grab these. I'm betting these are the ones I need. We're still missing the last one. Oh, I think that's one Alphino's gonna give us. Yeah, we still need 3 more, and there's 3 blues right here. Oops, I didn't mean to go up your dress. I must say, little one, those garments you're wearing, they are your own original concept, I take it. Clearly they must be, given their rather singular flamboyance. I would never dream of stifling a fledgling creator's creativity, but to parade about in your cultivated individuality is hardly praiseworthy. An Amratine of character shares their creations with the community. They do not hoard them for their use alone. Delight and disparity is the mark of the morally deficient. Disparity engenders feelings of want and resentment, which degrade the bonds of fellowship. Thus do we encourage creators to share and share alike, else we're just kindling the members of covetousness and violence that ever smoldered in the hearts of all. Therefore, I must implore you, little one, cast aside your original trappings and don the communal robes. You might acquit yourself as an equal among many. In so doing, you will be afforded greater respect and autonomy. Worry not, for this will be a simple affair. I recall seeing a gentle soul outside the Hall of Rhetoric, carrying robes perfectly suited for one of your diminutive stature. I'm sure they'd be glad to share their wealth with you. But do hurry, little one. The eyes of the collective are ever watching and weighing your worth. Oh, aren't we looking rather smart this day? What can I do for you, little one? Robes to serve in lieu of your ensemble? Ah, how prudent. Alas, I have nothing I can offer you at this present time. The ones your associates saw me carrying earlier were a failed experiment. I never intended to make them so small, so I disposed of them shortly thereafter. Failed experiment? By your previous expression, I gather you find it odd that your elders can fail in so simple an application of creation magics? It is a more common as you may realize, little one. In this instance, a gaggle of children was passing by as I held the image of the ropes in my mind's eye. Simply by becoming aware of their presence was the form influenced, and by the final product changed. All things considered, it could have been worse. Just the other day, I was attempting to conceive a white-haired lion. All of a sudden, this exquisite eagle alighted on the nearby railing, giving me quite the shock, and dramatically altering my initial concept. Yes, indeed, it was a most unexpected development, but not an altogether unwelcome one. Great strides are often born from unexpected impetuses. Even inspiration has its limits. For all the wonders we have wrought, I do wonder if there will come a time when we have fully explored the potential of our powers. There is truly nothing left unmade, and only iteration and imitation and stagnation remain. Destinies. Oh. But such esoteric matters need not concern you, little one. For now, I encourage you to embrace your creativity and work your matters without fear of failure. Nevertheless, it would still be in your best interest to don the appropriate robes to avoid excess scrutiny. Why don't you go to the Bureau of the Architect and request the appropriate concept so you can fashion one yourself? Back we go. Welcome to the Bureau of the Architect, little one. Are you here to request a concept for personal use? If so, what sort of concept do you have in mind? Ah, communal robes. That would take but a moment to prepare, but before I fill your request, I should caution you. Pardon me for asking, but your creative potential is, relatively low, is it not? We are trained to assess these things, and I fear you do not possess the ability to express this concept in physical form. It's almost as though you completely lack it, though that can't possibly be. But regardless of the reason, you need to worry. We have special tools that may be used to address this very eventuality. I'll furnish you with an etheric robe you can use to restrain one of the misbegotten cubuses that congregate in the plaza north of the Academia Nider. We need a week to look forward before you can reliably bind them. Once you have, you can repurpose their energies to create your own robes. This is way more complicated than I thought it would be. Like, hey, go get these robes, okay. So we have to use a rope to get a cube and turn that into our robe. It's crafting on a crazy scale. Also, I need to tune this from here. Wait, is Gracie still with me? Yeah. Alright. Have some greens. Gotta keep you around. Gotta keep you fed. It's weird that sometimes I dismount and mount back up and get the same mount. It should be very rare, but I wonder if there's like a time thing. Like, oh, you summon them out within a few seconds. There's one right there. like all the music of these. Picking up 5 would be very helpful, though. Welcome back, little one. Did you succeed in binding a Cubus? You've done well, little one. Allow me to have synergies and prepare the matrix for you. It should only take a moment. Here you are. A creation matrix you may use to generate your own robes. Concept is created from the crystal which has been infused with the ether of the beast you brought me. What? Why are you looking at me as though you don't know how to channel the powers of creation? It's as natural as breathing. Even a newborn babe has the instinct. Even if your potential is lacking as one of our people, you must sure know what to do. Alright, on that note, I know it's a little early, but I'm gonna go ahead and stop here. My stomach's upset. I'm gonna go eat a Tums or something. It's very mild stomach upset, but like the more I drink water, I guess the more full my stomach gets, and the more like the acid is burning away at the top of it. It's just irritating. It's not painful per se, but it's irritating. So I suppose that will be it for tonight. So thank you all for joining me on this lovely, lovely Monday. I'll be back on tomorrow with more chess puzzles and Final Fantasy XIV. So hope to see you guys here. Cookie. Nom 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 nom. Giant cookie. Gone. So yeah, sleep well, have good dreams, and hope to see you guys back here. Don't stress out. We're running out of daylight, but we only got 2 days left at the end of the year. So good night, everyone. Fox out. Night night.